the box, and it feels like they're making those strategies in real time, and that's something I really appreciate, and that's something that Cerberus has been doing for me very frequently of late. I enjoyed all the games that I watched, so let's see if Cerberus can pull out more from their hat, or whether BRU is going to be able to get their revenge and potentially turn this into a 2-1-0 reversal.
Yeah. Wonder what the ideation is. Well, bottom lane, they already found Genza. Oh, this Ziggs got to run away. Level 1 binding. Well, actually, it's the I believe it's the what the Jess also with that face breaker, flash face breaker into a pool, and that's first blood. And you just can't just post the trigger onto Genza.
Oh my gosh. Well, what you gonna do? Like, it's a choice of pretty much letting your lane be destroyed, because if you decided to go back now because you know that your flash was down, that's the equivalent of you just tossing out the entire front wave. So much that your support can do for you once you've gotten to that point.
What the Jazz shows up, they silence BMM, who tries to flash away, but what the Jazz pulls him back with face breaker. And with the aftershock proc, they got the kill. Duck B not able to save him.
That's the one. That's the mistake that's gonna cost you. And it's already costing you all across the map, from Dragon Lane all the way up to mid lane. And now we're gonna potentially have a ridiculously fed what the Jess. And I think Jess is gonna be very happy with, like, you know, the amount of gold that could potentially come his way.
Yeah, I think Golden Feet is gonna be ecstatic, uninterrupted. You know, early game so far, he did get that 1 kill, so an early Sheen. This is gonna speed up that farm a bit. Of course, we put Noel on a Renekton aside from the Singed. This is so much more that he could do. Let's go with this 1 versus 1 duels. CES. Fishing for something to bait Noel in with the ultimate, and on top of it, Noel pops the Dominus, flashes away, and with Golden Feet at his back, there's nothing that CES can do to follow up unless they bring in the numbers. Culling Unleashed, BMM tagging all of it, the minion wave soaking up some of the damage is what the Jazz shows up. The dragon flies right through and devours BMM, and Duck B finds himself in no man's land. Get out of my side of the map, BRU says. Golden Feet with 2 more.
And, you know, the rest of that team.
Oh, and what the Jazz again just shows out of nowhere. Goes for Smackdown on Y1. 5-0 so far. BRU just making headway with all the early kills that they're getting. And attempt onto bank. It's finding nothing as he does have the black shoe.
Well, the roaming is going to be coming out from Cerberus for, you know, a lot of the scuttles. Scuttles not as big of a problem as they were before, because they used to have a bigger
What the Jess again? He just proto bells, gets the face breaker off. I mean, this guy's everywhere. He is running around the map. Like, what the Jess, this guy's a magician.
Yeah, he's got his vanishing act up in disorder with the flash.
He just shows up.
He just shows up and uninvited to the party. He pulls you into a close hug.
Genza has the flash because of that. And without a flash on the Ziggs,
off Repelled, and then they can proceed to pressure them off Dragon.
What the Jazz grabs them away. Dragon goes over to BRU. What the Jazz trying to get away, gets hit by the ultimatum, locked down and finished off. But that's the Dragon from Golden Feet. He's going to work. The binding doesn't connect. Golden Feet turns it around, gets the chop off, flashes for the second. Genza doesn't get away as Golden Feet finds 2 kills. CES though, they respond with 3 instead, and CES were able to get something out of that.
Okay, that was sexy. Like, in the sense that equalized things. Like, that should not have equalized things. Look at this. The gold is now the same. But the former kills up onto BRU. So where is Cerberus getting this extra pile of gold? But I will tell you now that that was very... It's not what I would say nicely played, but like that's why I say I really like the way Cerberus plays their team fights, and the way they time things. That's a lot of good pressure they're pushing out, because they know that Dragon's gonna be up for grabs.
Well, able to force BMM back, so that's the Lucian out of the battle, at least for a while. Top lane, the ultimatum is gonna finish off Archony, but BRU, they have something that they can cling on to. It's the Dragon. The explosive cast will not steal it. It's Golden Feet's precious smite. But CES, they are starting to show a bit of that fang. Archony going down to Y1 solo is not good news.
considering the suffering that Genza had to go through, like he's doing an absolute stellar job right about now, trying to keep the backline off, throwing those bombs in the back to keep BRU conscious and potentially get a native catch on into Noel, but you know,
Genza tries to saturate the safety, goes down, and bang, a good binding, point blank onto Meliodas, leaps away, gets out off danger, but the top lane is still getting kind of shoved in. And BRU, they're making a lot of active moves without this tier 1. Duck B and BMM, they have to find a way to get out of it. The flash into a Ruthless Predator. 2-man face breaker. Good collapse from BRU. Duck B will flash away. A flash binding from Bank. Locks him down in place. And Archany will deliver the executing blow. It's going to take a while, but Duck B doesn't go down. Body slams to safety. And Y1, you're really going to go into a full team of BRU? What a mad lad. He does hookshot away though.
How does Duck B with a hitbox that large get away for basically free?
Gives that Rift Herald for himself. Meanwhile, Y1, he's actually in enemy territory. Not really sure if that's where he wants to be. Y1 making a bit of a mistake and even almost taking Noel with him. But BRU saves their Renekton.
A lot there to be very suspicious of for one thing, but the amount of damage coming out from Genza is insane. He has pretty much wiped away a lot of the shame that he got from being caught out early. And look at that. We're still a neck-to-neck, except no, 300 gold on the advantage for BRU, but like, that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Look at the amount of gold similarity that we're seeing from both teams.
Yeah, this Rift Herald needs to break that mid-tier 1. I think that is what BRU is thinking as well, but we've seen sieging that turret is a tough task. We're gonna try again though. What the Jazz not finding anything, at least not for now. And BRU still playing this tap dance.
Separation to be a little bit more skewed.
Uh-oh. Flash in from Noel. They want Meliodas gone because they want the dragon, and Noel follows him and kills him off. What the Jazz grabs BN and out of the pit, and Duck B gets the dragon. Actually beats Coden Feet at his game. And Coden Feet, he's not having any of that. You steal his dragon, he's gonna try and take you down. He's not gonna find any kills there though. Y1 could be a good answer. Bang, waiting for cooldowns to come online. Goes stasis, has the barrier. What the Jazz has to save it and does. Perfectly done. Redemption drops down and of course Coden Feet spits fire at his face. 3 kills for BRU.
My gosh, so close there. Not only Archany and what the Jazz, but Brank being ridiculously low, but not being able to secure it there for Y1. That's ridiculously unfortunate. But look at this, double-digit differences between BRU and CES, but we're seeing it only 300 gold deficient. This is insane. What is going on? And what is Cerberus doing to make up for that lost 18
kill numbers are inflated to a certain degree. Though a good news for BRU is that they are incredibly strong. Genza just face checks that. Yeah, he's gonna be punished. Cannot do that. BRU now showing up with the rest of the squad. It's about the top tier 2. They're gonna get it. I don't think CES can defend this.
That was very clean. Not necessarily getting the pickup is so difficult, but seeing that the blue buff is ridiculously important to a Ziggs. Dude, Genza is on right now. Decided to lay and wait for the ambush, seeing that Cerberus letting their guard down just a little bit.
Baron, CES, they want to contest this. Meliodas spotted. But can they keep track of him though? Noel going straight from he's gonna try and leap away. Meliodas out of the picture. Coden Feet gets the secure. But can CS get out of this though? Coden Feet Widow down. Y1 to the backline. Banks in danger. Gets the binding off. Able to get away, buy some distance from this Camille. But they did lose 2 members. Coden Feet and what the Jazz out of the equation. Y1, he's still fighting. Despite the Baron buff, he doesn't care. And Noel isn't there to provide support. BRU and losing 2.
So close to being able to kill enough people to reset a lot of that Baron buff with the people who were alive during the slaying of it. But unfortunately, they died.
Y1 is gonna kill Archany. This binding has to land a flash. Oh, it misses! Right into the hands of Bank. BRU getting a free pick-off. actually go down, but CES is doing a great job of hanging on to the structures, making sure that this Baron buff expires. Run out the clock, bottom lane in danger. Y1, ultimatum is up, but gets dragged back into the arms of What the Jets, and Noel picks up a free kill. BRU cracking the structures of CES, the closest they've ever been to CES's base. Doug B only gets a body slam, but Noel walks away.
Gonna be pretty much all tier 2 turrets for BRU's side. And finally, the gold deficit has surpassed the 5,000 mark. We're now at a 6,000 gold deficit in BRU's favor. Steph by 8,000 cuts, or a very slow one. But yeah, Cerberus putting up a really good fight. So
Elder Dragon actually,
anyone's technically stronger.
And both of them are up. BRU, what is the choice gonna be? Cold Feet dives over the wall, and Duck B gets sacrificed to the dragon. The beast of BRU. Now, Cold Feet is gonna work on his arch nemesis, the Elder Dragon. The Dragon Slayer, in fact. Can Meliodas do the unthinkable? Cold Feet turns his attention with the flash. Goes straight onto Genza. BRU pounces on the opportunity. As Genza walks away with a sliver of health, the rest of CES, they all wither and die in the hands of BRU. The dragon was never the objective. It has been the CES Nexus all along. And BRU United strikes back, and they strike back hard. Start to work with the bottom inhibitor turret. CES only has 2 members to keep this alive, Genza and Y1. Can they make this happen though? BRU, they will just go straight for the Nexus, and CES cannot do anything. We are going